Do you know that you are a powerful being and you can create, be, or have anything that you want here on planet Earth? If that sounds exciting, you'll want to tune in. I'm Tracy from Money Boss, and today we are talking about the personal power matrix. So a lot of people go, The Matrix, the movie. Many of us have watched it, or lately there's been a lot of talk about we live in a matrix. But to me, the word matrix can be used interchangeably with structures of society. And the funny thing nobody thinks about, because we're all so busy surviving, is society has structures, just like a business. And I started to piece this together the further and further I got into being a business owner and building the structures and departments within my business. As we know, a business needs different departments, different roles, different procedures to operate effectively to maximize your income and reduce your expenses. A business has structures. Well, here's the thing, society does too. And we're not taught about it. We just operate in it. And honestly, most of us don't even have time to ponder this or care about it. But why is this important? Well, it's important because there are very clear-cut structures in society that are put in place to manage, govern, organize, and have people operating in a civilized manner. So what are these structures, you would say? Well, let's start with a very close one. We have family structures, friend structures, community structures, schooling structures. We have church structures. We have countries, provinces, states, etc., etc. There's clear-cut ways to organize and manage people. One of the ones that is most influential on us would be, well, I guess our family and schooling. And then we go out to the workforce, which is another big structure. And within each of those units, there's ways that you're supposed to show up and operate, right? But here's the thing. The structures of society requires that we organize a mass number of people. And because not everybody can be a boss or a business owner, we need a schooling system to educate people so that they can show up, be a good employee, fill their role, go home, focus on family, friends, church, sports, another big structure, and just be happy. So that's great. And if we live in North America, any of the first world countries, yes, of course, there's poverty, abuse, horrible things, and more now than ever. But let's put that aside. If we live in a first world country and we have clothes and food and we wake up and we don't feel unsafe, we're pretty darn lucky. And that's what society should do for us as individuals. The structures, schooling, the workplace, education, post-secondary education, are designed to keep, I'd say, 80 to 90% of the people average. And I don't mean average as in, oh, you're an employee, you're average. Because you know what? Honestly, at the end of the day, not everybody wants to be a boss or own their own business or be responsible for making their own living. It's not everybody's jam. And if you want to learn more about that, there's a book about dharmas and the 4 different types of people. There's nurturers, educators, business people, and I can't remember the 4th one, but maybe I'll link that in the show notes here. We all have a dharma and a divine gift, like is shared in the last video. So here's the thing. If you're sitting there watching my channel called Money Boss, and you are interested in making money, which I assume you are, because if you're watching this over leisuring and binging on Netflix, you want to make money. You want to figure it out. You're unsure why you haven't been successful. Here's the thing. The systems are designed to make you average. So if you want above average, being a boss, I will say, and that's not not to be snotty, business owners aren't any better. If you want to be outside of the regular structures of society, go to school, get a job. The school system didn't teach you how to be the person you need to be or the skills and mindset to become a business owner. It's like you went to school to play golf and you want to be in basketball. That's the gap. Totally different sports, totally different rules, totally different skills. So most people are wondering why they can't get rich, why they aren't advancing, but they're playing within the matrix. And within the matrix in a business, there are so many high-level positions. So if you think of it, if every business has one president, that's only that many opportunities. Vice presidents, managers. So as people coming out of the school system and into the workforce, we are all competing for the higher job if that's your jam. Again, not everybody wants to manage people. But here is the thing. If you want to break out of that, start your own business, be successful, make extra money, school didn't teach you that. And within my channel and over the years, I've come up with a framework called the Personal Power Matrix. And the money secrets that I'm sharing are within the Personal Power Matrix. There's a high level categories, and I'll go over those now. And if you think of it, really at the end of the day, the Personal Power Matrix goes like this. There's you, your story, your beliefs, where you're at. That's number one. You are number one on the Personal Power Matrix. Then there's the external factors. Lots of external factors we're going to go over in separate videos. Then there's the internal factors, your belief system, your money mindset, your ability to have confidence, overcome fear, your stickability when you are met with defeat. All of those things are an inside job. Then we have your understanding about the mind. School really, they taught us the different parts and lobes of the brain, but they didn't actually teach us about subconscious, conscious, and higher mind, and how we operate from the subconscious programming, which comes from our childhood. We'll get into that later. But then we also have money on the Personal Power Matrix framework. Well, other than class that taught us algebra and some crazy math stuff that you didn't need unless you ended up in chemistry or physics, and it's probably all done by computer now anyways, they didn't really actually teach us about money. You go up, they taught us to be smart and go get a job, show up, exchange your time for money. But if you want to have above average income and be wealthy even, you can't exchange time for money. So they didn't teach us about how to make real money. If we don't want to be an employee, if we don't want to make the bare minimum, how do you make money? What is money? How do you make more of it? What are the different ways? They didn't teach us that. How to earn is another framework area that I talk about. Again, if you go to a job and exchange time for money, you only have so many hours. Even if you sleep less and add some overtime, you're not going to double or triple your wage. You can go into higher paid professions, but again, they're harder and harder to come by. And then we have your dream, your divineness, what you are here to do. So if you are sitting there going, this is not what I thought life was going to be. I'm eager. I know I'm capable of more. Just know this, and I'm not a big one on it's not your fault. The thing is, it's not your fault. You were put through a system designed to create a worker that wants to show up, clock in, clock out, go home and enjoy their life. Nothing wrong with it. But if you want more or different, you got to play by the rules of a different game. So that is why I have this channel. Money Boss, the Money Boss Secrets, and the Personal Power Matrix. So if you want to learn how to be your most powerful you, and if you want to make more money, build your business, build a dream life, tune in, because that's exactly what these money secrets are about. We'll get into the framework, and within that, for example, under the external factors, we're going to talk about family, school, church, and how each one of those impacts who we are, how we think, and how we show up in life. And each one of those will be a 10-minute video on their own, because we don't think about it. We just show up. We're born, we show up, we operate in our family, and then we tend to continue to be, do, and have exactly like the generations before. We'll talk about that. So if you want to build the life of your dreams, subscribe, like, and follow me on this journey as we go through the Personal Power Matrix and the Money Boss Secrets. Thank you.